Today we're going to talk about tax, tip, and discount. And we're going to practice. So the first question is about tax, as you can see at the top. Well, first of all, let's talk about what tax is. So tax is something extra that you have to pay. So the keyword there is extra, meaning it is something that you would be adding on. So on your notes, go ahead and put a nice plus sign next to tax. I would put it on both sides just to make sure that you know that we are adding for tax. It is extra that you pay. So now let's look at a problem. It says, the price of a sweater is $45. There's a tax rate of 5%. So it wants us to break it down first is how much is the tax? Because that's how you would work a problem like this. You would solve for tax, and then how much will she pay in total? So then we have to remember to add that amount, I'm circling up above the plus signs, then we're going to add that amount in the end to get the total. So I'm going to show you two ways to do this one, and you can choose either way. So go ahead and try to fill out your units know and want to know table for me and see what you can do on your own, since we've done part over whole already, which I'll help you with that. Units is part over whole. Try to remember about percent. I always tell you to automatically put it over a certain number. And so go ahead and pause the video and try to fill that out real fast and see what you can get. Now you don't have to solve it, but just go ahead and fill it out. Thank you. Okay, so now you can see what it would be like, and hopefully you filled it out correctly yourself. So 5 I put over 100 because percent is always 100, which in the words I recommend putting it over 100 every time you see it. And then you have our part, which is the tax, which is unknown right now. So I put an X over the whole amount of the $45. So in this table, it's very good to use very often, and you can simplify it to see if you find a pretty pattern. But there's not always going to be a pretty pattern. And in this case, there's not. There's not a pretty factor from 145. Even if I simplified it, you would still have to be dividing 45 by 20. So I do want to show you another way to solve these also whenever maybe that doesn't work out for you for the best. So another way to do it is to take the price, which is $45 in this case, and multiply it by the tax percent. However, just like we've talked about before, you have to change the percent to a decimal first. So if this is 5%, to change it to a decimal, we would start here where the decimal is and change it, move it 1, 2 places over, and then fill that in with a 0, and the percent sign would go away. So that would be 0.05. We circle what we need still, so we have the 45 and the 0.05 or 500ths. And so to find the tax part, go ahead and multiply those and pause the video so that you can see what you get. So hopefully you also got 225 as your answer. If you didn't, go ahead and pause the video and take a look at the work over to the right where I have this problem set up. I even tried to color code some of the steps for you to see don't forget to count your decimal places. So even if you got something like 225, you have to ask yourself, would that make sense when 5% is not very much? So it should be a lot less than 45? So that's a really good question to ask yourself as well whenever you're working these out. Does it make sense? All right, so now that you found the tax, the next one is how much will she pay in total? So tax, remember, tax is something we have to add. It's extra that we pay. So go ahead and take a moment and add those up and see what you get. Please pause the video and remember to line up your decimals correctly. All right, go ahead and pause your video and see what you get, and then unpause it to check your answer. Okay, hopefully you also got $47.25. If you didn't, my best guess is that you accidentally misplaced your 45 and you added it to the 25 cents. So be very careful to make sure that you line up your decimals properly. And remember, $45 needs the 2 zeros at the end for the cents places also. And once you add those, then it lines up like it is on the screen right here. And then you'd add up and you'd get the $47.25 total that you had to pay for the sweater with a 5% tax. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next problem. Now we are talking about tip. So tip is something extra also that you will pay somebody kind of like for their services. So for instance, at restaurants, even services like Uber, taxis, if you do, I think there's DoorDash, the Grubhub, stuff like that, you give somebody a tip also on top of the original cost because it's extra for, like I said, kind of for their services. And then if they do a really good job, you can leave an even larger tip for them. And then that helps them gain even more money based on their work. So extra again means plus. So we do need to go ahead and pick that we are going to add here. So again, for tip, we're going to add. So we're going to go ahead and draw an addition sign on your notes next to tip. Oh, I'm so sorry. My computer's not working. Give me 1 second. Okay, should be good now. So add for tip also in the end. If we are trying to find the total, then we need to know that we are going to add in this case as well. Okay, let's read our problem. So we have the bill at J. Christopher's is $12 and you leave a tip for 18%. The question is, what is the tip? And then also, how much will you pay, which would be if it was asking for a total. That's how much would you pay total. So go ahead and pause the video and fill out the units want to know table to the right, and then I'll also show you the other way as well. But go ahead and fill that out and see what you get in the table. Okay, so if you set up your table, hopefully you got the same thing that I did to the right here, with parts over whole, 18% over the 100 because it's percent, and then the unknown part over the whole of $12. Well, as you can see for me, that one, it is a good tool to use, but sometimes if it's not a super pretty setup or friendly, then you can do the other step that I showed you also. So you have options. To do the other way, you would change the percent to a decimal. So I'm going to do that over here, and that would be 18% to a decimal. That would start right here. We would go 1, 2, and that would be 1800ths, which makes sense because percent is per 100. And then we have the $12 and the 1800ths. So I circle what I need, and then we're going to go ahead and figure out for the tip. So for tip, to figure out what a percent of something is, then we multiply. So go ahead and multiply your $12 times your 0.18 or 1800ths, pause the video, and then come back and check your answer. Okay, so hopefully you also got $2.16. Now, if you didn't, please actually do pause the video and try to compare my work to yours and see what happens so that we can learn from it and grow. All right, let's move on to the next question. So that right there was if the question asked just for what was the tip, we would be finished. But if it asked for something like the total, then we have to do another step here, which is add it, because it's extra, to the $12. So go ahead and pause the video and add the $12 and the $2.16 and see what you get. And again, please be very careful with your decimals and make sure to line up that $12 correctly. All right, go ahead and pause and come back and check. Okay, hopefully you added those two up and you also got $14.16. So again, be very careful with your decimals. All right, let's take a look at this last one. Discount. So if something is discounted, that actually means you get money off of the price. So this case, we're actually going to be subtracting. So that's very important to pay attention to, that we're going to be subtracting for discount. Okay, so that's a discount, meaning again you get money off, which is very nice for us when we're shopping. So let's read this one. The price for a cell phone case is $50. If there's a 40% off coupon, what is the sales price? A hint, what is the discount? Right, so you have to figure that out first. So when they're asking for the sales price, I know I would recommend you guys make little notes like this, definitely in your notes, but even when you're solving these on your own, you want to write, okay, that means total. So that means total. And then this 40% off coupon part, I would make that also noted that that's the discount. Okay, which means, okay, so we're going to subtract. So these are the two things that you know you're going to have to do. You're going to have to subtract something, and you're also going to have to find the total still. So again, let's set up our table to the right, and see what we get. So go ahead and pause and set it up, and then unpause to check what you get. All right, hopefully you got the same thing in your table when you did part over whole, which is 40% over the whole 100%, and then the part that we're missing over the whole $50. That part we're missing in this case is the discount. Well, on this table, I think it looks very friendly, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do it both ways on this one also. Because from 100 to 50, which I know I have to go this way because that's where my unknown up here at the top is. That's where my variable is. And again, you have to follow towards the variable. All right, so 100 to 50. If division confuses you, still pick your number first. How many 50s? If you're multiplying, it would be times 2, right? But since we're getting smaller, instead of multiplying, you're just dividing. But the 2 is still the 2. So now we follow the same pattern at the top and divide by 2. So 40 divided by 2 gives us 20. So this is part of our answer right here. Technically, the discount is 20. So whenever you guys are working these out, I would even appreciate it if you labeled that, like over here at the notes when we were putting our notes for discount, I would put 20 and circle it because we circle what we need. So our total is still what we're trying to solve for. I would even box that to know that this is my final answer because we circle what we need and we box our final answer. So if we know it's a discount, we're subtracting $20. Well, then we have the original cost of $50. That was the original cost. And we know it's discounted 20. So we're going to go ahead and do that subtraction. So we had $50 minus $20, which would leave us a sale price of $30. So you would take your original cost, I'm going to shorthand that here for the notes, original cost minus the discount, and yes, I would write this down in your notes, please, equals your sale price, which they could also call total. There's actually quite a few things they could call it, so we'll talk about vocabulary also. But here we did that. We followed the formula, and we found our total of $30. All right, so now you have a good example of 3 different types. Okay, we went over tip, discount, and tax. Not in that order, but we went over all 3, and so now we're going to go ahead and stop the video and start to practice. What's nice about this video is you can come back to it if you get stuck, and please do come back and look at it again in case you're like, wait a minute, how did we do that discount situation or anything like that? Okay, please always use these videos as you need. All right, I hope this helps. You are now finished with your notes, and it is time to practice. Good luck.